Have you ever done this?
Illustrations by me.
So Sunny Character said, hey, I like that house sketch. Can you do more of those? Well, let me show you something because I used to do a lot of those. So let me show you something here for a second. Okay, so this is an example of something that I would do. I love these. I used to do these all the time. Any kind of little line and wash, like house paint. This is one of the first videos that I did on the channel. I did this. I think it was within the first 3, I think. It was from when I first started the channel, before, like 2 years prior to when I actually started doing this seriously. I did this on the channel, and then I do something like this. So I love doing these. Now, the sketch that Sunny was referring to is this one here. So when I used this paper, and I did this little thing here. So I first started doing this when I was watching Peter Sheeler, and I love his artwork. If you have a chance, check out his channel, Peter Sheeler. He doesn't post a lot anymore, but he used to post a lot more. And his line and wash technique was absolutely beautiful. I love doing it. And the idea, the entire idea behind doing this is to take something that's real, take a photo, or you can even do this in plein air or however you want to do this. Look at something, and the whole idea is to make it look like a cartoon. That's the whole idea. So it's not going to look hyper realistic or anything like that. You want to take it, put it into an illustration, something like that, that kind of illustrative idea. And just so you know, arrtx was so happy with the videos, they want to give one of these to you. So this is going to be a giveaway video. You're going to go ahead and let me know in the comments if you want one of these books. It's to the US, it's a US giveaway. But they will send you one of these arrtx books, these sketchbooks. So if you thought, hey, yeah, that looks like an interesting book, or you're going through it during this video, I'm going to use this book. So we go through the video and you say, hey, I want one of those. You just let me know down below, yeah, I'd like to get one of those books, and then we'll do a giveaway video. Now, people have not been claiming their prizes on the giveaways, so you have to watch the next video to see who do I pick, because then I have to go pick someone again and then leave a message in the comments, and then they think it's a spam thing. They don't think it's from me, even though I'm not telling them to click on any links. I say, go in the description of the video, send me an email. It's under the description. It's in there. Send me an email to that email, and then I will answer you. But they still don't believe me. So people don't claim things. I can't give stuff away. You gotta claim it to get it. So anyway, if you want one of these, let me know down below, and then watch the next video. It'll be next Monday. It's a guarantee. I do one every Monday. So let's get into this video. I'm going to go through, walk you through a couple things. I will put a picture up on the screen somewhere as I do this to show you. It'll be like a duty-free image, whatever they call that. I don't know what they call that. Free use image, whatever it is. And I will show you how roughly you would go about doing something and turning it into a little bit more of like a cartoony kind of style. I think it's fun. It's the only time that I put down the line and then the wash. Usually I put the color in the whole painting first, and then I go back in and make my details, and I use the color from the paint as a cue as to where to put my lines. That's how I do it that way. But in this particular instance, I'm not looking to do that. I'm looking to just add a subtle color once I get the pen work down. So I think I might use a different, I don't know, we'll have to see. I might use a different ink, but I'm not entirely sure. Because in my opinion, in order to have this look well, you need that solid line. So if I don't think I have a new one that is solid. I think I have like a gray and an orange. I probably won't do it with this one. But anyway, I will use a pen to draw some things and try and show you how you do it, and just some little tips that I picked up watching him, not stuff that I came up with. This has nothing to do with me at all. I just learned how to do it after years of watching him, and I want to do some of that. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you some stuff. Okay, so you see the picture, it's up this way. The idea is not to copy this picture. You don't want to do an exact copy of what you see here. You want to do is make something similar and then put it somewhere else that you want to put it. Maybe you want to put it in a mountain landscape, or maybe you want to put it somewhere else. So just using the shapes is all you're doing. So when you start doing this, you're going to start on one side, work your way over, however you want to do this. But I'm going to start with the roof line, and when you do this, you want to make quick strokes because you want them to be messy. You don't want a nice smooth line. You don't want it to look just like the shape in the thing. You want to make it look a little messy. So I'm just going to do a little quick line, and that's all I'm doing is quick lines here and then up. Now, what I want to do here, when I get up here, I want to do this. So I want to come back down over the line and just make it a little bit messy. That's all. That's what I do every single time. I'm just popping in here for a second just to let you know, because I want to clarify something. It sounded a little different than what it was. I know you don't even recognize me. Look, I'm not wearing a blue or gray shirt. Shh, don't tell anybody. Anyway, this is not exactly how he does it. If you watch him he does this differently. I'm over exaggerating the messiness because I'm trying to prove a point, which you will see when I actually do the drawing. But usually just the once over and back, that little gap, that little messiness, that's about all that he usually does when he does his houses. And then I'm fully exaggerating this. He does not go back and forth with lines and make this sketchy the way that I do. The point I'm trying to make, basically, which I will get to later, is that you can make this as messy as you want, and I want to make this as approachable as I can for anybody who wants to try this. It doesn't need to be clean line. You can do this. You don't need to do it in pencil first. You do it in the ink because it doesn't matter. It looks more cartoony when you have the little sketchy lines. So just follow along here and don't worry about it. All right, we'll get back to what I was doing. Make it look a little messy. Come back down here like this maybe. Come out like this. Maybe come a second line. So it's very sketchy. That's how you want to do this. And I'm going to just continue to do this whole piece just like that, and just do some little things. Just do, I don't know, just do little things that you want to put in there. And then we'll see how that goes. But the idea, the only thing you want to try and do maybe is to match some of the angles that are in the roof. So if I have an angle here, I may want to make an angle over here. That's all. That's all you really want to do there. And then I want to cut in. So I'm going to make some of the same shapes as what's in the picture, but I'm not going to draw the picture exactly like it is. I'm going to try and maybe make it a little bit different. I'm going to definitely put this in a different place, in a different area, different landscape kind of thing. But I'll go into that here in a second. So I'm going to, well, I don't want to speed this up yet. Let me show you something else while I do this. Because another thing that I will do, and I'm going to finish that whole drawing in this video, but another thing that I picked up from him are some trees and bushes. And one of my favorite things to do when you have a tree or a bush is to just make the outline. Just kind of make the outline however you want it. And then in the inside, just do this. And now what you're going to do is you're going to paint the outside, the whole thing a solid color, and then come back into some of these areas here and maybe make them a little bit darker in the inside. And you saw that I did that here. Hold on, let me get to it. That's what I did here. That's what I did here. I just made this little shape, and then I made some sketchy lines inside, and then put a light color on the whole thing, and then made a little bit darker color all the way around. That's what I do with them. You just make them quick and sketchy. You saw when I did this, it was pretty ugly. There's a lot of, what's gonna clean it up, or at least in your eye, what cleans it up is when you add the color. When you add the color, it looks like everything's cleaned up and kind of gelling the way it should be. So that's a big part of it. So you just let it go. Okay, I'm gonna finish this, and then we'll come, we'll talk a little bit more while I'm doing this. Now, what I failed to tell you and what I failed to do is make sure that you use waterproof ink. This does not have waterproof ink in it. So I'm going to start that over. We're going to scrap that little bit of the drawing in the beginning. I will start it over with some black waterproof ink. That way I can actually paint over it and not wipe it away. I'm not used to that because, like I said, I usually put the color in first and then I put the ink lines in, and then it doesn't matter because I'm not going back over it with water. So I will start that again. You'll see it. Okay, so like I said, I've already given away the entire premise of this whole idea. I just wanted you to understand that anybody can do this. This is a very simple thing. It doesn't matter how many lines you make, how ugly you make it in the beginning. You can clean it up with some lines. You can put some shadows in, cover up all your mistakes. It's not a big deal. You don't have to be perfect with this. I'm never perfect with this. I'm never perfect with anything, so that's fine. But that's an important factor. And one of the things that makes that happen is when you put in multiple layers of washes. So, again, testing this book a little bit and putting in multiple layers, unlike what I can do on many other books that I've tried that are cellulose, this one holds up very well. So I'm very happy about that. Hopefully one of you will enjoy this book. You just got to make sure you tell me, yeah, I want in. And when I tell you, hey, this is the winner, you got to say something to me. You got to email me. Anyway, the point is, once you start going with this, the layers are important. So starting to put in layers and putting in more colors and shadows and some lighter spots and some dark spots, you'll see it's not perfect. It's not supposed to look like a photo, like a picture. It's supposed to look like a rough sketch, it's a line and wash sketch. That's what it is. It's not supposed to look like something you'd hang in a museum. It's supposed to look like something that you'd find in a sketchbook. So that's the whole point of this whole exercise. So you can do these about that. You don't even have to do this with houses. You can do it with anything. You can take a drawing of a car or of your favorite pet, or you might not want to make them too messy because that's kind of personal. But you might want to do something else. You might want to do just a door, just a window, a mailbox, a light pole, if you're into music, you have an instrument that you like, do it with an instrument, do a speaker, whatever you're going to do, draw it sketchy like that, fill it in with some color, put some background stuff in it, and it looks like I don't even know how to explain it. I like how it looks. How about that? How about I just say that? I just say, listen, I like how it looks, and hopefully you like how it looks because you're going to be doing it and putting it in your sketchbook and practicing. And these are easy. You can do these very quickly, especially if you're doing something very small. So you can do your phone, or they're real popular. You always see in people's sketchbooks that they draw the food that's in front of them. Well, just so you're aware, they're not letting that food get extremely cold. They're doing these quick sketches that gets the food on the page without turning it over and dumping it on the page. They draw it on the page, they put a little color around it, and it goes quick. It's a very quick kind of painting, and that's what I like. I love doing them because if you just have a couple of minutes to do something, great for people who say, I don't have enough time to do art. You have enough time to do this. I don't care who you are. You have time to do it. If you have time to complain about not having enough time, you could have already done the drawing. It's that simple. So I just want everybody to know this is accessible for anyone at any point in your artistic journey. You can do this. I know you can. I believe in you. Just like these people here, they believe in me. And so that's a wonderful thing. I appreciate that. So thumb up the video if you are going to try and do this, because it's a fun exercise. It's something that everyone can enjoy. And whoever wins this book, you have plenty of sheets to do it on. That's a thick book. There's a lot of paper in there. You don't like something, you can tear it out. It has the easy tear out sheets. It's just a little bit of glue at the edge of it that you just peel it right out. No problem. It's fine. So now you get to watch me do this stupid thing here. I just wanted to let everyone know how accessible this is. Accessible? It's accessible. It's accessible. Listen, anybody can do this. I know a dog who used to do it, so you can do it. Don't tell me you can't. Please, I'm going to say it again. You have got to claim the prize. If you don't claim the prize, it's going to go in the garbage. I'm not going to throw it in the garbage. I don't want to say that. I'm not throwing anything in the garbage. Someone's gonna get it. So, and I'll be right there. My dog is scratching at the door for me. I'll be right back. You don't think you can draw a straight line? I've never drawn a straight line in my entire body. My entire life. I never drew a straight line in my entire body. Okay, I definitely don't want to say that in the video. If you would like to join our community, go to illustrationsbypete.com. You can come in, you can put your own artwork on the site and promote it. You can find some inspiration in the free reference photos. You can just use them however you want in your artwork. You do not need to credit me. Or you can come into the forums and talk to some people and maybe give some advice and maybe find a little bit of information that helps you. So come check us out. All right, that's about it for me. I'm going to go. I'll see you in the next one.